What is up, Butt Check family? This is a special broadcast that literally just dropped earlier today, man. Like literally 40 minutes by the time I'm pressing record on this camera. So we're just gonna jump right into it because I already posted an earlier episode of Button Check, and I was working on tomorrow's episode when this just dropped. EVO is officially going to Saudi Arabia. Now, we already know that it was bought out 100%. We just dropped an episode about that a couple of days ago. Now, they just made an announcement. We will be having an EVO at Saudi Arabia by the year 2027. Not only that, I don't even know, this is gonna sound crazy, but that's probably not even the biggest announcement. The biggest announcement is there's going to be 10 EVOs, y'all. 10 EVOs by 2027 or around that time coming. Actually, I think it's like the whole thing is planning to take place from this year within the next 4 years. 10 EVOs. It's going to be a whole series. So I first saw it right here on Anime FGC News saying EVO announced expansion of EVO calendar. In addition to the already established EVO Vegas, Japan, and France, they will be providing supports to the locals, so I'm not sure what that means, but they also announced in 2027 to have EVO coming to Singapore, which we already knew that, but look at this out, or check this out. Morocco, Brazil, China, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and more. Then down here, when you go event calendar this year to 2030, you see the ones we already got: Vegas, Japan, Europe, local support. Once again, don't know what that is. Singapore, we knew that was on the way. Morocco, Brazil, China, Middle East, Mexico. Ten. Am I counting that right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well, technically that's 9, but it says and more. So what does and more mean? Is we gonna get 10 more EVOs on top of that? Yo, what is happening? What is happening, man? Like, I got some initial thoughts, but let's get some FGC reactions right quick. So some people saying selling out to Saudi Arabian sport washing and funding 5 new locations that will never reach the level of prestige as the one in Vegas is diabolical to me, and can't believe I'm about to say these words. We were better off when Sony owned EVO. They still could have done better themselves though, and even Saudi Arabia was basically inevitable once, or the Saudi Arabia one was inevitable once RTS fully owned it. Did we need 9 EVOs though? And then let's scroll down. What else do they got? Yo, why am I so divided on this new EVO, man? It's actually, or the new news, it's actually amazing because the pros could finally earn legit shit, ton of cash. All these years in the FGC has always been super complicated niche grind where prize pools were trash and barely anybody could eat off of it. They deserve that bag for real, but at the same time, with all these extra local support and new championship popping off in 2027, it's gonna be watered down the value of one EVO being that special ass place where everybody knew this dude right here is actually the best on the planet. I don't know what to think anymore. You know what? That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this is fucking amazing in a way, because we got damn near 10. They said and more. What does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? 15, 16 EVOs? It's gonna be a circuit. The FGC talent pro competition is going to be fucking crazy, and it's just gonna get bigger. So on that sense, that part of me is super excited. I'm like, the FGC is expanding. It's just gonna keep growing. Now the news that they're gonna have one in Saudi, let's be real, y'all, did we not see that coming? As soon as they took over, did we not see that coming? I don't know if people just didn't want to believe it, but obviously it was inevitable. So now we have it. But the fact, this is the doomer part of me. This is the other part, because I also thought this, like, who the fuck is gonna come to Vegas anymore? If Vegas is supposed to be the OG one, which obviously it is, if there is one in every corner of the damn world now people really don't have to travel that much to get to Vegas. They could always say, well, I'm gonna wait till this one. Now, obviously, most of the pros, if they're sponsored, they're gonna do it because they want to get that bag and they want to get as much titles as possible. They're probably going to end up doing that one thing that y'all been talking about. I think even Dirty Low talked about, where it's like, hey, since it doesn't have prestige anymore, maybe they'll make the EVO champions fight, kind of like a CPT type of vibe. How else? Since nothing has prestige anymore, I don't know. I would imagine this right here is going to affect EVO Vegas numbers more than anything, because now people don't have to go out of their way to travel. We really there, y'all. 1 million EVOs, man. How you feeling about that? We got some more quotes right here. Brian F saying 10 EVOs a year by 27. Fighting Game World Championship tournaments, which requires competitors to showcase their mastery of multiple games. So I'm not sure what that exactly means either, but that's another thing. Fighting Game World Championships tournaments, which requires competitors to showcase their mastery of multiple fighting games, and also the local support by providing equipment, awareness, once again, not sure what the awareness is, but equipment's cool, and player connectivity. So Brian F is probably on the fence right now, talking about some I think L.I. Joe, well, some people, Tommy Toledo says, I don't like this. I saw L.I. Joe, where's he at? I saw him post, I think it just says big news. Yeah, big news coming from the EVO team, more events, more fighting games. What else? There was one, oh, Chris G. Everyone doing everything other than making a good tournament. Everybody doing everything other than making a good tournament that's memorable for everybody. First you price out everyone, then you make 22 more EVOs. What is even happening? How you guys feeling about that one? But honestly, that wasn't even the comment I was talking about. There was one that said, you guys have to understand that getting to the US is so damn impossible for a lot of these players and just casuals alike. So we love this idea. Matter of fact, when we talked about this a couple episodes ago, I showed the polls. I think it was over 4,000 people that voted on button check, and it was tied at 36%, 36%. Some people said that they didn't care for the idea. I think that was the correct quote. But the other one was, they thought it was great because it finally gave people that chance to attend EVO for the first time ever. So I think in that way, it's a huge W. You're gonna see a lot of comments like that. Yes, you're gonna see a lot of gripes, but you're also gonna see a lot of people from outside the US excited as hell, because they're finally looking at it like, holy shit, EVO is coming to us. So yeah, in a nutshell, man, you see a lot of those quotes where it says 2 was fine, 3 felt a bit much, but 9 to 10, such a shame what has happened to it. There's another one underneath that says personal take, but EVO has officially, in my opinion, lost its prestige. So I would imagine it's gonna turn into some type of circuit where they're gonna make these guys fight each other at the end. I don't know, but it does seem like a bit much. It just seems like an extra CPT, but outside of just Street Fighter for other games. And this is me just spitballing. Now, the other thing I want to let you guys know is, and this is not me dooming, this is me just spitting facts. The FGC, like I said in the other video, is more than ever, hell, is fully owned and supported by Saudi Arabia. That is just the reality we live in, y'all. It is a wrap. It is a wrap. And I noticed some comments where people were like, oh, well, forget EVO, CEO's the play. We got to go to CEO now. You know what? Let's go to some CEO. That's the next best one. Do you guys not understand that Jabali, the man that runs CEO, works for Saudi Arabia? He's the one that they hired to make sure the broadcast, all that for EWC runs smoothly. He's the one putting all these setups and all that together because he has the most experience. So they're already hand in hand. Now, once again, that's not me talking shit. That's just me telling you what's going on. So another prediction of mine would be like, what if CEO just goes along with this as well and somehow becomes a part of this circuit? They own it. He sells it. I don't know. I don't know what his plans are, but I know Jabali is so busy nowadays because he's doing all these things, but he's also working with them. Some people are like, it's a wrap. This is bullshit. I don't like it. But other people are like, no, this is exciting, especially if you live in another country. And then you got those other ones that are like, we don't like the way Americans judge Saudi or yada yada because we don't see it like that. And who are you guys to judge? So it goes back and forth. I don't really think you're going to win the debate. Hell, like I said, even in the poll, it wasn't one-sided. You got a lot of people with different perspectives. I will say, though, from my point of view, I just didn't think it would happen this quick. I swear it just felt like a few years ago we was talking about how broke and small and nobody pays attention to us and y'all, and now it's here. It's here in a way that we never thought. Let's be real. None of us ever thought that this would be our reality, but damn, this is the reality. How you feeling, y'all? 9 EVOs with more on the way. Let me know. There it is one more time, Butt Check family. Appreciate you joining me for this special, crazy ass edition. I can't even talk. Crazy ass edition of buttons that needed to be checked. Like I said, I dropped one earlier. I was not planning on this. I'm already working on tomorrow mornings. Expect that at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is just a special broadcast. Let me know how you feeling truly. Either way, there it is, man. Are you excited? Are you disappointed? How y'all feeling? And I'll see you again tomorrow morning. As always, I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, with 1 million EVOs, it's still about to get better. Love y'all, family. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
By tomorrow. Good God, we're doomed.